Hey guys, so this is just going to be a February favourites video, and although it may not seem like too much of a big deal, this is actually the first video I ever uploaded on YouTube. So a whole year ago I filmed a really awkward, long, pausey, kind of really bad video. Just want to say a quick soppy thank you to all the lovely people that have subscribed and left me really nice comments and, you know, watched all my videos, because a year has just absolutely flown by and it's been so fun. So yeah, thanks everyone who watches my videos. So back to the actual point of this video and my favourites, and I've got quite a few, so I'm going to go through them relatively quickly and try not to ramble too much, although I've probably spent the first 2 minutes of this video rambling. So the first two I have here are the Redken All Soft Shampoo and Conditioner, and I got these because they're for kind of dry bristle hair, which I have. Ever since I sort of bleached the ends of my hair, they've just been snapping off left, right and centre, so I thought this would be really good to kind of put a bit of moisture back in. And I got these from Look Fantastic because they had an offer when you bought these two, you got a free umbrella. The umbrella never actually turned up, but I'm glad I bought them because they are really, really lovely. The smell of these is just incredible. You should all know that I like things for their smells. I'm quite biased when it comes to smells, so if something doesn't smell so good, I won't really like it, even if it does the job. But these just have a real nice scent to them, and they make my hair so smooth. They just leave it really moisturised and hydrated, and the ends just feel kind of back to normal again, so I really love those. A couple of skincare products I've got, and I've been really loving everything from Dr. Jart at the moment, but the Bubble Foam I think has been my favourite this month. It's just a cleanser. It kind of foams up quite a lot, but it's not in a real kind of big bubbly, like hard to control way. It's got really, really tiny little bubbles, so it almost feels like a really creamy foam, and it just really gets down deep into pores and things. It's for pore tightening, so it's designed to kind of help control oil and sebum and things, and just close up all the pores on the skin. I find this works really well with the Clarisonic, just because of the consistency of it. It doesn't get bubbles up your nose while you're using it. It just kind of works really well, and you get just a nice lather that isn't too much, so I love that. And again, it smells so good. It smells like fruity, almost like papaya, I think. I'm not sure, but it's really nice. And I've got a makeup remover here from Crayons, and this is the Instant Eye Makeup Remover. It's kind of designed for kind of heavy duty eyes and waterproof makeup, things like that, which I do tend to wear quite often. It's one of those ones that has kind of like an oil and then like a lotion, and you mix them together by shaking it. And this just takes absolutely everything off. No matter what I'm wearing, you know, what mascara, if it's waterproof, if I've got 10 layers of it on, if I'm wearing eyeliner, anything, it just comes off in literally a sweep. So I put this on some cotton wool, hold it on for a few seconds and just pull it off, and my eyes are just clean. They're just perfectly clean. It is quite pricey for an eye makeup remover, considering how quickly I've kind of gone through it, but I guess for what it does, it's brilliant. You don't have to kind of rub away your eyes and damage them, so I think it's worth the price. So the last skincare favourite I have is actually an eye cream, and I got this probably about 6 months ago, free with a magazine, and I just chucked it to the back of a drawer, didn't think about it. But then I saw Suzie from Hello October talking about it in her, I think it was 2012 favourites, or like year favourites. So I thought, oh, I've got that, why not, I'll give it a go. I needed a new eye cream, and it's actually really nice. It's the Balance Me Wonder Eye Cream, and it's for brightening and kind of lifting, get rid of dark circles, all the good stuff that you want from an eye cream. And yeah, I just really like it. I think it's quite nice and light to wear in the day under concealer. It's not too heavy, but it still moisturises that eye area, and I think it has really helped improve like dark circles and things. My eyes look a lot brighter now that I've been using this, so I really like that this month. So moving on to makeup favourites, and I've got quite a few kind of like eyeshadow things here. So I've got my MAC eyeshadows here. I've been really kind of getting back into them a lot more. I kind of go through phases of using them loads and then forgetting about them and then using them again. So yeah, but this month I've been really kind of reaching for them quite often. So I've got my little eyebrow palette here, which has got Omega and charcoal brown in it, and I always use that for my brows. And then I've got my neutral palette here, which I've been using pretty much every day, and I've just got what's in here, Woodwinked All That Glitters, Soba and Amber Lights, and I've been pretty much wearing those all month. So yeah, I've really got back into using MAC eyeshadows, and I think they are just the best. Although they're pricey and probably a bit overhyped, I do really like them. So this month I also got something really exciting, which I just have to show you. I haven't used it too much, but I just really love the whole concept of it. And it's a Z palette, and these have actually been around for quite a while, but they're basically an empty palette with a magnetic base, so you can depot all your eyeshadows and just stick them in wherever you want. So I had loads of old kind of eyeshadows that I liked, but I didn't use that much, that were just chucked in a drawer, taking up too much space. So I kind of had a little DIY day, and I depotted them all, and I just kind of stuck them in here. So I've got a few kind of, I think these are number 7 ones, and then some Bourjois L'Oreal ones. I've got a couple of colours from my HD Brows palette as well, because I do use those, but if you've got one, you'll know how chunky they are, and for the amount of eyeshadow that's in there, the whole palette is just absolutely huge. So this is a really great little handy idea, I think, if you're trying to save space. So I've got quite a few lip products that I've been using a lot this month. So first of all, I've got the NUXE Reve de Miel lip balm, but this is the one in the stick, so it's the like little twisted up one, which is a lot more easy to use than the balm. I tend to keep that one now just for kind of the night time, but this I take around in my bag all day and I just use it on the go, and it's so much easier than like sticking your finger into the pot and putting it all over your lips. A lot more hygienic, I think. So I've got another MAC product here, and this is Patisserie lipstick, and I mentioned this in my last haul along with the NUXE lip balm, and yeah, it's just a really neutral sort of everyday colour, and I've been wearing that so much. The last two are the Bourjois Rouge Edition lipsticks, and these have only just come out. I think they're quite new. I've only got 2 colours, but oh my god, the formulas of these are just so lovely. They're so kind of creamy and rich, but they stay on really well, and the colour's really great. They're really pigmented, but they don't feel heavy on the lips. Yeah, but they're just really nice lipsticks. I've got the number 10, which is like a real bright kind of orangey red, my favourite kind of colour. And I've also got the number 3, which is a kind of like peachy nude, really pretty like spring colour. So only 2 more products to go, and the first of those is the Origins Plantscription Concealer, and I've actually done a little review on this on my blog, so I'll link that below if you want to know a bit more in depth about it. But this has actually replaced the Collection Lasting Perfection Concealer in my makeup bag as like my everyday concealer. It's very similar if you like that one. It's kind of a bit of a holy grail kind of item for me, the Collection one. But I do find sometimes it can be a bit cakey. This one though is just perfect. It's still as pigmented, still covers as well, but it's just a lot more light, a lot more moisturising, so it really sits well on the skin. It doesn't kind of look heavy or chalky, it doesn't get in any little lines and things. It's just probably the perfect concealer, I think. So the last product I have here is a foundation, and for those of you who watch my channel quite a bit will be pleased to know it's not actually the Laura Mercier one, which I talk about far too much, but this is the Liz Earle Signature Foundation, and I was sent this a couple of months ago to try out, and I didn't really like it at the time. I thought it was a bit matte, it was a bit too light for me, but now we're in kind of like the wintry months, I think it's a really good fit. So it's got that sort of more matte sort of satin texture, which I think I prefer more now in this sort of weather, and it's quite a fair shade, so it's really good for my skin. It's really great because it's not yellowy undertoned, it's not pinky, it's just a real neutral colour, so it sits in really well with my skin. I think the thing I like about this most is the finish of it, because it's not a completely kind of powdery matte finish. It's almost like in between kind of like a satin and a matte, so it just sits really nicely on the skin. It's more like a natural skin finish than anything, and it just lasts all day on my skin, so I've been using that pretty much all month. So those are all my favourites, guys, and I hope it wasn't too long. It felt like it probably was. I rambled quite a bit through that, so I'll probably have to cut it down quite a bit. But yeah, again, thanks so much for everyone that's sort of stuck with me for the past year. If you have been watching my videos for that long, I really appreciate it. So yes, I will see you all soon, and thanks for watching.